Namaqua Horse Trails presents Introduction to Long Reining, Part 1 with Anne Barnes. You may use this video to teach you and your horse, but you do so entirely at your own risk.
This is a very basic introduction to long reining. First, I'm sending Lucky out on the left rein on the lunge to warm him up. He's an older horse and requires more of a warm-up than a younger horse would. I'm letting him start slowly. As you can see, I'm walking quite close to him. This allows me to tap on his inside hind leg with the lunge whip to encourage him to move forwards. You will see his walk improve on every circle. In preparation for long reining, we want to start to work closer to our horses. They mustn't be scared of the whip and they mustn't overreact to your body speeding up close to them. There, you can see Lucky's walk is starting to improve already. And he quite willingly goes forward into a nice rhythmic trot. It's very important to keep your rhythm and balance in both walk and trot prior to long reining. This time I have opted to put the lunge rein on the inside link of the snaffle bit. He's going to get a second rein on the outside ring when we start to long rein. So by this stage, your horse should not overreact to any pull on the bit, and he should happily turn in without fighting the rein on the bit at all. I use the word over to tell my horse to change direction. I use the word out to tell him to move out. And you can see by the raised right hand that I've asked him to move out, and he has gone out onto the track already. His walk is more forward going than what it was at the start of the left rein. You're looking for a horse that is responsive but not overly responsive. If your horse is very sensitive, you'll have to take much longer doing these steps to earn their trust. As this is an introduction to long reining, I'm just doing the most basic warm-up. So why would you want to do long reining with your horse? I have three very basic reasons. The first would be a young horse. It gives you a chance to safely establish a contact with their mouth, with the bit, turn right, left and halt before adding a rider, so that rider safety is paramount. The second reason would be a horse that is in rehabilitation or a horse needing to develop stronger back muscles can work without the weight of a rider interfering with their movement. And then the third reason would be any and all carriage horses should be long reined before being harnessed. For basic long reining, I'm still making use of the lunge roller. It has limited settings for the lunge reins, but at this level, it is perfectly acceptable. I have attached an outside rein to Lucky's bit and then fed it through the lunge roller, and the inside rein is still only attached to the snaffle bit. It has not gone through the lunge roller at all. Just work slowly and confidently around your horse. When working with your lunge reins, be careful that they don't land on the ground and get you tangled up in them. We don't want an accident. Lucky is going to prepare to go out on the left rein. So the left lunge rein is attached to the snaffle bit only. The right rein goes to the lunge roller and attaches to the right hand side of his snaffle bit and is in my right hand along with my lunge whip. Practicing controlling two reins and a whip takes a bit of practice, so don't give up after your first try. So this This basic part of long reining allows you now to teach your horse the feeling in the outside rein. You keep the inside rein to maintain direction, but your outside rein is your half halt and then your halt command. Have a look at the inside rein directly to my hand and the outside rein through the lunge roller. I've maintained my lunging position because my horse is used to this. Later on, with long reining, you can move closer to your horse and work more behind him if necessary. All we are looking for at this stage is rhythm and balance in our transitions. We want to go out on the track, we want to walk, we want to trot, and we want to now start to halt on the track. As you can see, there's a little bit more contact now thanks to the outside rein. So Lucky's starting to feel his way with the pressure on the bit. He comes back to a willing walk, but as you can see, his first halt, he wants to move off the pressure, so we don't end the lesson on that note. We push him back into walk and we're going to do the halt again. Remember that you can use voice commands as well. They are very effective. There Lucky halted nicely and quietly, and so I drop my stick and I approach him. And then I'm going to bring him to the middle of the circle and prepare to go around on the right rein. I'm preparing to send Lucky off on the right rein for his long reining, so I have fed one of my lunge reins through the lunge roller on the left hand side and attached it to his bit, and on the right side the rein is only attached to his bit. When preparing your two reins to send your horse around on either the right or the left rein, it's nice to have a horse that doesn't panic when you roll the one lunge rein up and place it on his back. So you might want to practice this a little bit as well. At this stage you can take your time. It takes a while to coordinate two reins and the whip, so make sure your horse is really calm and just give yourself a chance to get used to doing this. So once again, the outside rein is your controlling rein. It's your speed or laps of speed rein. Your inside rein is your direction rein. It helps to keep the horse bent ever so slightly to the right. And your outside rein will prevent your horse coming in off the track. Your inside hind leg is the power leg on a circle. That is where you need to aim your whip when you need to move your horse on. At this stage of long reining, you want to be practicing your halts. Your horse needs to stop away from you. Your horse needs to stay on the track. This is often more challenging than people expect. And remember, it's easy sometimes to move a younger horse on. It is much harder sometimes to teach them to halt. So make sure you've got brakes before you work on your accelerator. Each time you halt, try to hold for a different number of seconds so that your horse is trained, not just conditioned.
In Introduction to Long Reining Part 2, we see both reins passing through their respective rings on the lunge roller. and Anne demonstrates changing rein. Thank you for watching. Would you like Anne to give you feedback on your training and riding? Well, become an Namaqua Horse Trails client and then send her a video of your efforts. She will send the video back with her commentary and advice.